the Senate doesn't know how to do anything properly, not even how to impeach a rogue governor. Anyway, after this guy fell to the ground, in Russia then this was considered a message from the gods, that the gods did not intend the prisoner to be executed, and the king was allowed to grant a pardon if this type of miracle happened. So, a messenger was sent on horseback to the monarch in a large white horse to tell him about this miracle and request the monarch, as was the custom in Russia, to sign the pardon. And indeed, the monarch began drafting the pardon, and just as he was about to sign it, he asked the messenger, by the way, did Raila say anything when this miracle of breaking of the rope in a public hanging occurred? And of course, the messenger told the king, yes, he said in Russia, they don't know how to do anything, not even how to make a rope. And the monarch said, in that case, let us prove the contrary. The monarch tore the pardon and directed that the execution be repeated the following day, and this time the rope did not break, marking the end of the sad story of Kondraty Raila, a Russian poet, singer, military officer, and many other things. Why do we say this story, Mr. Speaker? We'll be presenting evidence before you, and even as the charges were read, you heard several times the clerk saying this issue was alive in the previous proceedings. What happened? The governor, after the brief few weeks of camaraderie, adopted a defiant stance in which she held, and she has it even in her own evidence, several public rallies defiantly telling whoever can to listen, Kaende, Kaende, Kabati, Kabati. Kaende, Kaende, Mr. Speaker, is Sheng, is Nairobi slang for I don't care, whatever will be, I'll do what I do. In Swahili they say, na liwe liwalo. That is the meaning of Kaende, Kaende. And we'll be showing you how, throughout the last 1 year, even after the graceful lessons from Senator Tobiko, I recall, from the other senators, the governor's mantra in persisting on this, a series of misconduct is, I don't care, whatever will be, will be. Kyusera, Kyusera, whatever will be. She doesn't care about the consequences, the future, and whatnot. That is how, Mr. Speaker, we have come before you with a motion arranged under 7 thematic counts, setting out 39 specific forms of gross violations of the law and the Constitution, and which, in our humble submission, are conduct and becoming of any leader. Mr. Speaker, we expect, and it will happen, although I'm not a prophet, just like last time, the governor will appear on this podium taking the posture of an innocent and vulnerable victim of toxic masculinity, harmful patriarchy, gender stereotyping, political schemes. That's what our response tells you. It is back to, it wasn't me, by Shaggy. And the governor, if you want to confirm it, at page 2 of our response, she tells you, this motion will not be here. It is a scheme by our deputy who is power hungry to take the governorship through the back door. She tells you it is the Njurin Cheke. She tells you if our own officials, our own secretary, our own chief of staff has done anything wrong, even the things she acknowledged, she said they bear their own responsibility. It wasn't me. In short, she will come to you looking as meek as a lamb. But luckily we have lived through the experience, Mr. Speaker. Our message to the Senate is if you acquit her this time, she will walk out this door and it will be Kaende, Kaende, Kyusera, Kyusera. Whatever will be, I don't care, Naliwe Liwalo, and Meru will be back to the perpetual, endless crisis that it has been gaffed it for a year. We will be showing you that the governor has made